So, today, as you guys know, I am currently in California for TwitchCon. Twitch channel is linked down below, by the way. But in the series of videos, this should be the third upload of the daily uploads that you're getting while I'm at TwitchCon. We're taking over the Jets today. And that is what we are doing. So let's take a... There is one thing I need to do. Because we had this problem on what was that? Thursday? When we had the Dolphins rebuild. Was that Brian Flores' scheme was based off of a 4-3 and not a 3-4 like they were suggesting? No, we're going to do a 43 defense here. Just so everything's balanced out. And I redid the files so that way it's up to date with our current NFL. The day I'm recording this week 2 has just wrapped up. And the Jets, the day I recorded this, just lost to Cleveland. So let's take a look at what we have on our team here. I mean, our guards are decent. The rest of the O-line leaves a lot to be desired there. Our tight ends are pretty decent as well. I mean, nothing backbreaking or anything, but as we know, Demaryius Thomas was recently traded over to the Jets from the Patriots. So they get a legit outside receiver. Sam Darnold is going to be the cornerstone of our rebuild here. With that star dev at quarterback, we got Le'Veon Bell, who I plan on keeping him as long as I can. Then we got Robbie Anderson, Jamison Crowder, filling out our receiver stuff. Braxton Berrios went over to the Jets. That's interesting. But on defense, we did flip it to that 4-3, as Madden says the Jets' defensive playbook is. We got Leonard Williams on the edge. I'd like to get better at the other D end and our other D tackle. We got Quinnen Williams, 80 overall. Probably at least a superstar dev. Our cornerbacks leave a lot to be desired. Outside, what is his name here? Tremaine Johnson, 81 over. And we got Poole here with a star dev. Jamal Adams and a 90 over already. CJ Mosley, who came over from the Ravens, 87 overall. And then Marcus May, star dev at the other safety. Then, you know, nothing too insane here. Crowder coming out of the slot. You know, Le'Veon's down on every play. How big is Leonard? 302. He is a power rusher. I might shift him to D tackle. Let's go view in depth chart. Because I want to see what his overall is as a D tackle. It's an 85. And at D end, 84. But at least for this season, we'll leave him at D end. See if he can churn out production there. If he's not great, we'll move him into D tackle where he can shine. So that's about the basic gist of what we have right now. So I will see you at the midway point of year number 1. Let me just point something out here. The man's retired. Why is he in free agency? Alright, so here we are, 8 games in. We are 5-3. A lot better than I thought we were going to be. which is kind of cool. Upgrades here. Our right outside linebacker. I forget what his name is here. But Jenkins over here did have a scenario pop up to increase his dev trait, but he did not get it, unfortunately. 89, 91. But we are actually doing fairly well right now. But we have contracts to do. Like, more specifically, Leonard Williams. That's our big get. I'm gonna make it a 4-year deal. Same setup, just 1 more year. Robbie Anderson. Wants a 4-year. Let's yeet it to him. Done. Signed. I'm gonna let McClendon walk. Brian Poole, we're gonna re-sign for sure. Young has star dev. We can work with that. Jordan Jenkins here almost got a dev trait increase, but Kelvin Beachum, I'm gonna let him walk too. I might re-sign the kicker and the punter, but outside of that, really, I don't really want to bring anybody back. Powell's gonna go. He could possibly get another dev trade by the end of the year, so we're gonna yeet him in the deal. Demarius, I'm gonna let walk. We pretty much re-signed everybody we were gonna go for, so let's hope we make the playoff. Okay, so a 5-3 record at the midway point. What happened? Because now we're out of the playoffs, losing the critical match to the Bills at the end of the year. That was a must-win, and we got stomped. And that was the division-winning game. If we beat the Bills there, we're in the playoffs. But the Bills edge us out for the division. Let's check out our stats here. Okay, Darnold, not bad. It's only his 2nd season. We'll see what happens. 27-10, 3,600 yards. Le'Veon Bell, doing Le'Veon Bell things. Almost 1,600 yards, 15 touchdowns. Only 1 fumble on the year. That's kind of lit. No 1,000-yard receiver, but Demaryius Thomas being Darnold's #1 option. 881, 4 touchdowns, 7 for Anderson, 4 for Crowder. Kelvin Benjamin, who we signed during the preseason to move to tight end, got 5 touchdowns. Wow. Le'Veon in less receptions has the same amount of yards as Kelvin Benjamin, but less tutties. Now, defensively speaking, CJ Mosley balling out. 132 tackles on the year. Our TFL's leader was Leonard Williams with 16. Jordan Jenkins leading the team in sacks at 7.5. Leonard Williams and CJ Mosley both getting 7. Quinnen Williams, 11 TFLs, I'm okay with, but only 1 sack. So we got to get that number up a little bit, but it's his rookie year, he's fine. CJ Mosley led the team in picks with 4. Jermaine Johnson and Brian Poole both had 3. Now, defensive touchdowns. Do we have any? We do not. No kick return or punt return touchdowns. Now let's check out our yearly awards while we're here. Dak Prescott winning MVP. No Jets on the list here. Andy Reid wins Coach of the Year, with Adam Gase coming in at number 9. Patty Mahomes being the Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC. Le'Veon Bell making number 6. Defensive Player of the Year, CJ Mosley. If he doesn't go up to a superstar dev now, or superstar X Factor, I'm sorry. Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Josh Jacobs. No Jets there. Devin Bush wins Rookie of the Year in the AFC on D. Quinnen Williams coming in at number 8. Mahomes, Bell, Allen, Schwartz, Garrett, Mosley, Gaithers, McManus. That rounds out those awards, but, you know, it's a massive oof, but let's see if we can make the playoffs in year number 2. And it all starts with the year 1 offseason. And here we are with the Pro Bowl. Andrew Luck. Why is he even here? Le'Veon Bell making the Pro Bowl. None of our receivers made it. Yeah, none of our O-line. Okay, CJ Mosley making the Pro Bowl. Be damn well better. Minka recently getting traded to the Steelers, but their Super Bowl is Tampa Bay and Kansas City? I gotta see what was up on the NFC side of the schedule. So it was Broncos, Bills. The Broncos beat the Bills. The Redskins lost to the Packers. Browns over Texans. Cowboys over the Cards. Lost to the Chiefs. The Bucks beat Green Bay by 7. Wow. Didn't think the Buccaneers were gonna make the Super Bowl. Like, what? But again, 2 free agency. So we managed to bring in Yannick Ngakoue from the Jags. We do have an offer in on Brian Bulaga right now. There's a second there. I think I'm gonna pull up. Oh wait, I'm the Jets, not the. My offer was 48 points. See, that I didn't know. All right. Now. You know what? We're gonna bring in Greg the Leg on a 4-year. I also need a punter. Dante Fowler. I'm not going to be able to outbid Baltimore on that one. Who's that? Old. Problem is, a lot of these players I'm looking at that I want to bring in, I can take a 1-year flyer on Bosher. Because it's just kicker and a punter. I can draft O-line, so we can go from there. Let's see now if we end up getting our targets, though. Once we get out of the sim screen here. Which we got both our kicker and our punter. So we're good there. Now, I will see you guys at the draft. Alright, here we are. Year 1 draft recap. So, we first drafted Anthony Jennings at the 18th overall pick. And he is a 74 with a hidden dev run stopper. Scheme fit. He can go on to the other side. I've already forgotten his name again. We also drafted Tommy Kramer, 72 left guard. I'm actually going to make him a left tackle because our guards are fine. And then we swung a deal with the Packers to trade up to get Navon Donaldson as well. He goes 71 as a left tackle. But they're hitting dead, so it's okay if they take a point or 2 lower. I'm going to make Navon Donaldson the right tackle in our system here. And I say he gained 20 pounds. Hold on, not a big deal. But he goes to a 76. Let's go. Then we drafted Darrell Williams at center. 70 normal, but that could increase. We have Cam Dantzler to 69 overall. Tyler Clark, 61 normal. Lamar Jackson, the corner, 63 normal. And 68, Charlie Heck normal. And that is our draft, and I will see you at the beginning of year number 2. Alright, so with CJ Mosley getting a superstar X Factor, that kind of made Avery Williamson a little expendable in our system. So we're going to send him to Cleveland for 2 7ths and a second in this upcoming draft. Confirmed. Alright, so here we are. Year number 2 starting off. Let's take a look at what we got here. Sam Darnold's 78 now, which is kind of nice. Donaldson wins to 77. Kramer's to 72. Williams got the O-line mentorship in the preseason. Le'Veon's still our guy. Look, something I forgot to show you. CJ Mosley is now an X Factor. His ability is Reinforcement with Tackle Supreme and Reach Elite. Anthony Jennings is going to be our starter at right outside, or left outside rather. And Jenkins is going to be our starter here. Marcus May going to 80. Jamal Adams at 92. Our strength is like right here, is pretty much in 6 of the front 7. Quinnen Williams, by the way, superstar depth. We got Bosher and Zerline for now. This is how all this is shaping up here. But, you know, we're in a good position. I feel like we can make a division title run, so I'll see you at the halfway point. So coming out of the bye week, we're 3-5. Okay. Not ideal, but we're only a half game back from the Bills for the division, so I'm okay with that for now. For deals, oh, you best believe we're re-signing Jamal. I'll even up the salary a little bit. Boom, signed up. Osemele and Winners on. They're gonna hit that super regression wall. Has this Marcus May. Ugh. I think I'm gonna look elsewhere on those two. Bosher, I'll heat him a deal. It's a 1 year. He wants a little more salary. Okay. Or otherwise, you know, the big glaring question was getting Jamal Adams re-signed, and we did. So, onward to the rest of the season. Alright, so here we are in the playoffs. So we won the division by having the tiebreaker over the Patriots. So let's give our players an upgrade here. The big boys getting big boy upgrades here. Before we go into the sim against the Browns in the wild card round. Ooh, Darnold balling out. 4,100 yards, 34 touchdowns, 12 picks. Le'Veon Bell, another 1,000-yard season, 12 touchdowns. Jamison Crowder, 1,100 yards, 11 scores. Nunwa had 801 and 4. Robbie Anderson had 707 and 7. Herndon had 5. Le'Veon had 5. Oof. Rough. We gotta trim those numbers, man. Well, over time, they'll get good. CJ Mosley led the team in tackles, 121. Our TFL's leader was Anthony Jennings with 10. 7.5 for Jennings, 7 for Ngakoue. Mosley was 7. Not as much production coming out of my 2 stud D tackles. Like, come on, man. Darryl Roberts had 3 picks. Any tutties on defense? No. How's about kick return? No. How's about punt return? No. Yearly awards now. The MVP went to Marcus Mariota. Well, that's dumb. With Jordan Love at number 4. Wow. Coach of the Year went to Frank Reich. Adam Gase not even on the list here. Mariota Offensive Player of the Year. Sam Darnold at number 9. Defensive Player of the Year. Back-to-back for C.J. Mosley. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Justin Herbert. We didn't have really an offensive rookie to speak of. AJ Epineza, the Rookie of the Year on defense. And Fernie Jennings at number 2. Or number 3, I'm sorry. Fucking luck. Le'Veon, Edelman, Hudson, JJ, Von Miller, Xavier Howard, McManus. Okay. So now it's time to go into the sim against the Browns. And here we are in the sim. Starting off against the Cleveland Browns. But we end up getting pushed back. And the Browns end up going up 7-0. But we end up tying the score. Now we're down a field goal. We tie it up, go up, make it a 10-10 game. Getting big stops out here. And now we're up a touchdown, up 10. Back only to a 1-touchdown lead. 10-point game. With the Jets holding on to edge out Baker and the Browns, 23-13. The stats for the Jets: Sam Darnold, 18-32 for 249, 2 scores and 1 pick. Le'Veon had 85 rushing yards. Crowder led the team in catches and receptions, 115 in the score. Le'Veon getting Sam's other touchdown. Navon Donaldson not allowed a sack. Let's go. C.J. Mosley led in total tackles, 2 TFLs, got a sack from Quinnen Williams and Yannick Ngakoue. But Baker threw 3 picks. That's not winning football right there. And no touchdowns in the return game. So, okay, we were the Saturday game, it's looking like here. Yep. We will face the winner of Houston and... Wait, it's the wild card round. What am I talking about? Alright, here we are in the sim. Keeping the AFC North trend in the divisional round, we are up against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. We'll end up going down, scoring a touchdown, but we bring it back and score a touchdown ourselves. Go up 10-7 here. The Ravens getting touchdowns again, but we answer back with a touchdown of our own, to which Baltimore answers that again. And now they have a 2-touchdown lead. 20. Ooh. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go in. We're down by 10. 3rd and 5. Let's run this stick route here. We're going to send Le'Veon on a slant here. Boom. First down. Jets. Nope. Go back in. 3rd down again. You know what? I'll go back in. I like this mesh route we have here. It's Le'Veon Bell. I gotta use him. Just shedding off tackles to get himself a touchdown to bring us within 3. Alright. Oh, god damn it. I hit the wrong button again. Our defense make... You know what? Game-winning drive. I want to go in. And Herndon dropped the ball. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. that Le'Veon. It's got 3 touchdowns this game. I scored 1 of them. Let's do a stretch run. Good blocking, good blocking, good blocking. There we go. Juked him out their shoes. Le'Veon to the house. Touchdown, Jets. Oof, God. The Bears are going to the NFC title game. 42-0. Talk about putting a spanking on the, They're going for it on... You know what? I'll go in. The corner was right there. Okay, now I gotta go in. Yeah, learn and Quinnen. Oof. There you go, CJ. Good stop. Okay. Ended up scoring. All right. Oh, God. Okay. We get up to a Hail Mary to have to end it off. But, you know, Sam Darnold couldn't get a touchdown pass to save his life. 2 picks, 24-40, 253. Le'Veon was the story of the day, 191 with 4 touchdowns. Obviously, no tutties there. When you only get 1 sack and 2 picks, it's not gonna get you wins. But you get bounced out of the divisional round, 42-39. Alright, so here we are with your Pro Bowl rosters. Le'Veon Bell making another Pro Bowl. Jamison Crowder making the Pro Bowl. Good. Okay, none of our O-line. CJ Mosley making another Pro Bowl. And that was the Pro Bowlers. So, it's Ravens Seahawks in the Super Bowl, by the way, but I'll see you in free agency. So this was our free agency haul. We picked up Will Jackson on a 1-year flyer. Then we picked up Takkarist McKinley, who's going to go on to the other side of the line from Yannick Ngakoue. So that allows me to have a little bit of flexibility as to what we're doing on our D-line. So you're going to go to the left end, play opposite of Yannick Ngakoue. And then next up, the draft. I don't know if I mentioned this, but hey, Jamison Crowder's a superstar def. That's lit. And Jennings is a star, so pretty tight. So in that deal that we did with Cleveland to get the second and 2 7ths from Avery Williamson, we've used one of those picks, a third from next year, and Quincy Enunwa, who let's be honest, I really wasn't really using, over to the Giants for the 5th overall pick. Excuse me. So here we are, the draft recap ski. We got Andre Cisco at number 5. By the way, Trevor Lawrence went the pick before this to Buffalo. Keep that in mind. And Justin Fields went to New England. So he's 77 hidden. Then we drafted Jatarius, however you pronounce that. Jatarvius, let's go with that. Whitlow. Because, you know, Le'Veon's going to start hitting that regression soon. So we need to bring the next guy in. Groom him behind Le'Veon Bell. Then we grabbed Jackson Kirkland, 70 left guard, hidden overall. Hidden dev, I'm sorry. We moved Lloyd Cushenberry to right guard, and he's a 71. He was a 69 at center. So we have Justin Broyles here, 67 normal corner. All these are normals, by the way. But yeah, I just did a lot of depth fill from there. Alright, so after getting bounced out in the divisional last year, we're looking to get back into the postseason with this new look Jets team. 79 offense, but an 87 defense. Let me do a generate best lineup quick. 79-87. Whitlow obviously getting snaps behind Le'Veon Bell. Darnold's an 81. See, he was a 96 when I looked at him in the offseason. He's now a 94. Kirkland's going to be the starter there. Cushenberry the starter there. Hopefully you can get some depth traits here. Maybe Herndon might have to be moved on from. I'll add him to the trade block, see what happens. But here is the big money. Obviously, Tack McKinley signing with us, as was William Jackson signing with us as well. Then Cisco taking over at the free safety position. Jamal Adams strong. Getting solid dev out of our outside linebackers. CJ Mosley being a badass. 90 overall he is right now. And then, Whitlow is going to be our punt returner. I'm okay with this. John Johnson, our kick returner. And now we look at our specialists. Yeah, there we looked at. There we go. So, let us begin year number 3, and I will see you shortly. Now, this is a great start. 7-1. The game we lost was me playing the game to get Braxton Berrios a dev trait increase. Which, by the way, he is now a star dev. So Braxton Berrios is moving up in the world here. We still don't have Whitlow's dev trait unlocked. Didn't I draft one for defense? Cisco is a superstar dev. Let's go. And Jackson Kirkland's a star as well, by the way. Well, 3 star devs on our O-line. Not bad. But we have some deals to heat. Will Jackson wants just a 1-year deal. I could eat him 1 year. Okay. Now Jamison Crowder. Sam Darnold's up for we're re-signing Braxton. We'll give him even a 3-year deal. Okay, so let's re-sign Crowder. Wants just a bit more salary. Here's where the important part comes in. Re-signing Sam Darnold. And we got him. $124 million. Oof. But we got him. I'm going to look through the draft or free agency at tight end. So we have Berrios re-signed. So we just got to come back to the table with Will Jackson and Jamison Crowder. But other than that, 7-1 start. Let's go. With a damn. Oh, that's because they've all played 9 games where I've only played 8. Alright, I'll see you at the end of the... What happened? We started 7-1. We had a 7-1 start. What the fuck happened? Like, the hell? As you see, that was the game I played where we got Braxton's depth trait. 7-1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight L's. We're winning the last 2. Ouch. 6 straight losses. But, ooh, Darnold, buddy. 4,100 yards, 38 touchdowns, 12 picks. Le'Veon, 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns. Whitlow had 6 scores. Darnold had 5 on the ground as well. Braxton Berrios was our leading receiver this season with 1,077 and 5 touchdowns. Crowder had 10 scores. Herndon had 10 scores. Le'Veon 6. Robbie Anderson underwhelming, honestly, with 4 receiving touchdowns. Devon Donaldson still keep giving up sacks, but defensively, C.J. Mosley led the team in tackles with 113. Our TFL's leader was Leonard Williams with 14, and Yannick Ngakoue at 11. As far as sacks go, Anthony Jennings 9.5, Yannick Ngakoue 6.5, C.J. Mosley with 6, Leonard Williams and Takk McKinley 5.5 each, Jordan Jenkins at 4, Quinnen had 3. 4 picks for C.J. Mosley. This man is balling out. Straight balling out, man. Any kick return? Whitlow got a kick return touchdown. Let's go. But none on the punt return. Now let us see what our yearly awards are at. Marcus Mariota winning MVP. I led the league in touchdown passes. How is Mariota, Newton, Watson, and Luck ahead of Sam Darnold? I don't know. But Jordan Love with the Cowboys at 8. Coach of the Year went to Ron Rivera. Adam Gase at number 9. Marcus Mariota, Offensive Player of the Year. Darnold at 4. Trevor Lawrence was on the list too. No, I didn't want Best Kicker. Defensive Player of the Year. 3rd straight year, C.J. Mosley. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Trevor Lawrence, of course. Justin Fields, number 2. Whitlow at 6. Defensive Rookie of the Year was Asante Samuel Jr. with Cisco at number 6. Baker, Melvin, Humphreys, Nelson, Watt, Mosley, Hilton, Marr. How is he 5th in passing yards and 1st in touchdowns and still not MVP? I want to take a look at that. Luck, Mariota, Mayfield. So I understand Mariota leading in yards. I get that. We tied with Baker Mayfield for the most touchdowns. Oh, God. Mariota had one less interception than we did. How Mariota won MVP over Sam Darnold in this case, I don't know. What that's a big oofka, if you ask me. But on to year number 4. As per customary, here are your Jet Pro Bowlers, if they have any. Le'Veon Bell making the Pro Bowl there. Oof, I was hoping maybe Barrios would make the Pro Bowl. Nope, none of our O-line. Anthony Jennings making the Pro Bowl, as well as CJ Mosley. Jamal Adams makes the Pro Bowl. Let's go. Liticus Titicus. But now, on to free agency. So to preface this, we signed Michael Gallup in free agency, and Robbie Anderson's been regressing hard. So we turned him our next year's third and our current second round pick for the number 1. Nice. Well, that's awesome. Sam Darnold's a superstar dev now. Alright, here we are at the draft recap. So we drafted Daxton Hill at number 1 overall. Get that Dice Captain badge, brother. We are actually going to slide him down to corner, because we have enough good people at safeties where Daxton can play corner and do just fine. He loses 2 overall points, but we can work with that. We also picked up Hudson Henry, tight end, Arkansas, 77 hidden dev. And then we got Josh Proctor here in the 4th round, 71 overall strong safety, which we are also going to drop down the corner. See how bad, 68, but it's still a hidden dev. Then Tyreek Johnson, 66 normal. Otten, 66 normal. And Byron Tagovailoa Amos. That's quite the name. But Daxton Hill is our big get, 77 overall. And we moved him down the corner. So we give our team the shake. So with that set up, Hudson Henry is going to be the new starter. Le'Veon's still going, having a good productive career here. Daxton instantly becomes our number 2 corner. Did I drop Proctor to corner? I swear I did. Why he ain't showing up? I don't know. Probably because of the overall, but here we are on to year number 4. So here we are, year number 4, 83 offense, 85 defense. I should probably use some of this coach EXP here in a minute, but again, Daxton Hill's our second starter. 3 superstar devs, 1 superstar X Factor, but CJ's been regressing every year though. Le'Veon's still 30 years old, still a 94 overall, so. And I will see you guys at the midway point. Alright, so here we are at the midway point. 5-3. Right on. We are the clear leader in the division right now. A half game lead over the Patriots. Let's do a quick upgrade. Now we see a giant elephant in the room here in the form of Le'Veon Bell. He's 30. More importantly, we're getting Quinnen Williams re-signed right now. He's signed up. honestly, everyone else can get yeeted. Brian Poole's got to go. We're going to bring back Bosher on a 1 year. Tack McKinley. Doing somewhat decent. And now, Le'Veon Bell. We're going to keep up. Because he's held on to his rating extremely well. So we just gotta come back later for Bosher, but that's everybody I wanted to sign. So I'll see you at the end of it. So in year number 4, we have made the playoffs, outlasting the Dolphins and the Bills to win the division. We are facing the Chargers here in the wild card round. Ooh, Hudson Henry unlocked an ability. He is a superstar dev. Let's go. Streak specialist and slot apprentice. Let's go, man. Nice and superstar dev. But, let's take a look here. Yep, was a superstar. Gallup developing well. Berrios developing well. Line getting good dev. Axton Hill was just a star dev, by the way. Let's do a generate best just to be safe. Proctor going up from like nothing. You know what, let's go ahead and look because it's the end of the season. We're going to unlock anyway. It's a star. But I will see. Oh, wait. Stats. Stats and yearly awards. Let's not forget stuff, shall we? Oof. Darnold having a shit season. Barely 3450 and 24 touchdowns. The pick number's good, but Le'Veon Bell doing Le'Veon things. 1,400 yards, 13 scores. Whitlow had 4. Receiving, Jamison Crowder leading the team with 987, 5 scores. 6 scores for Henry, 5 for Berrios, 6 for Gallup, 3 for Le'Veon. Oof. CJ Mosley led the team once again in tackles with 117. Our TFL's leader was Yannick Ngakoue for sacks. Anthony Jennings had 10. Leonard Williams 8.5. Ngakoue was 7. Tack McKinley was 7. Jordan Jenkins 6. CJ Mosley led the team in picks with 3. Any defensive touchdowns? No. No kick return. No punt return. And as far as the yearly awards go, Russell Wilson winning MVP. No Jets there. Jay Gruden winning. But Jay Gruden's the coach of the Seahawks now. Adam Gase in number 8. Did Pete Carroll retire? Either way, Mariota's the offensive player of the year in the AFC with no Jets coming in on that. Von Miller finally unseating CJ Mosley for defensive player of the year. CJ was at number 3 on the list. Offensive rookie of the year went to John Emery Jr. Hudson Henry at number 7. Defensive rookie of the year went to Brandon Smith with Daxton Hill at number 2. Baker, Kareem, Boyd, DeCastro, Vanessa, Vaughn, Hargraves, Bullock. Okay. So it's on to the sim against the Chargers. Alright, here we are in the sim. Jets, Chargers. With the go up 3-0, 6-0. It's a game of field goals so far. But the Chargers get the first touchdown, and we match it with a field goal. Well, we end up answering back with a touchdown, going up 16-13 at the half. We are now up 23-20 going into the fourth. Chargers going ahead, but we pull it back. Oh, 10-point game. 3-point game. I'm coming in. It's 3rd and 3. We're going Le'Veon Bell. Up, that's a tutty. If I didn't trip on my blocker, that was a touchdown. We're in the red zone. I might as well, man. We're here. They won't be able to put up 10 in that amount of time. The Jets beat the Chargers 44-34. Let's check out the stats here. Sam Darnold 31-46 for 409, 3 scores and a pick. Le'Veon 180 and 2 scores. Hudson, Henry, Michael Gallup, and Jamison Crowder getting the tutties. Berrios leading the team in yards. Hudson Henry at 81. Defensively, total tackles goes to Josh Proctor. Okay, kid. Anthony Jennings is 2 sacks. But we got sacks all over the place. The 1 pick, which was for Andre Cisco. No kick return, nor punt return touchdowns. Alright. Shows it at the... didn't want to show it at the bottom of the screen, apparently. But we are on to the divisional round. Alright. Here we are, divisional round sim. It is the Browns and the Jets. Baker Mayfield going up against Sam Darnold. But we're not doing well. We're getting blanked at the moment. I'm going to go in. We're down 13-0, 4:40 left in the second quarter. We are about to go into the red zone. There we go, Le'Veon picking up the first down. Let's do this X curl here. Fuck! We didn't pick up Demarius Randall. You know, just like, let me get sacked, you know what I'm saying? Well, Le'Veon picks up a big chunk of those yards back. Hudson Henry getting the first down. Alright, we're gonna put the ball in the hands of our playmaker, our lone X factor on offense, Le'Veon Bell. And he gets stuffed. Oh, 2-minute warning in the first half. The Browns only have a 13-0 advantage here. And Le'Veon Bell taking it to the house. Doing orange justice on him. Ooh. Oh, what happened? Did Baker get picked or something? Either way, I will take this. Le'Veon gaining a 10-yard scamper there. We have 2 timeouts yet. We'll use one of them here. Well, let's throw some slants in there. Why didn't nobody come back to the ball? You see me running out of the fucking... And Sam Darnold, you know what? We're going to take it in ourselves. We go up 14-13. With 17 unanswered on the Browns. There's 20 unanswered until just now. Ooh. Tie game. Oh, we have the ball. Another Cleveland turnover. Setting us up in good position. Whoop. Juking out Denzel Ward. Alright. Okay. Le'Veon. I could just let it run to the 2-minute warning, but it's like I'm trying to score here. Two minutes left in the game. I was gonna say, if we didn't get it here, I was going for it on 4th down regardless. Le'Veon getting the touchdown, setting the Jets up by 7 or 6. All right, we got Ngakoue and McKinley. Josh Proctor, the rookie safety turned corner, getting the interception. And that, my friends, is the dagger of the Browns. The Jets going up late after being down 13-0. AFC divisional game with a score of 34-27. Here's the yards breakdown. Let's see who we're going to go face in the AFC title game. Alright, here we are. The Sim AFC title game. We are up against the Denver Broncos in Denver. So far, field goals, but the Jets end up going down, getting a touchdown. Long drive for the Broncos, only netting a field goal. But we out here keeping the pressure on. We're up by 10 now, 16-6, 23-9. I mean, Denver is still in this, but they have gone down. The Jets going to the Super Bowl, outpacing the supposed to be retired Andrew Luck. Why are you here? 26-16. We'll face the winner of the Saints and the Panthers. Super Bowl time. Jets, Panthers. Well, we end up going up and getting a touchdown. Oh, but Cam and the Panthers end up striking back. We go up 10-7. And they end up marching down the field, going down. You know what? I'll jump in. It's the Super Bowl. It's the red zone. We have Levy. They have 3 X factors on defense. And Sam Darnold, you know what? We're just gonna run in ourselves. Yeah, yeet. All right. We end up going up 17-14, but the Panthers end up going down the field again. You know what? We're gonna come in. Oof. Shaq Thompson just got a hand on that one. Hudson Henry dropped the ball. You know what? I'm going for it on 4th down. Fuck. Oh, geez. I get picked off in the end zone by Clinton Dix. Not good. Get the ball back. We'll play it. Here we go. Good defensive stop there. I was gonna say, Cam ain't that good to hit that throw, dude. Alright. I'm going to go to offense only. When they end up running out the clock, the Panthers end up defeating the Jets 21-17. That pick in the end zone is going to cost me. Ugh. Alright, so something I didn't notice until now, and we're about to do our draft recap for 2023. Jamal Adams got himself to Superstar X Factor. Let's go. His ability is Reinforcement with Enforcer and Under Pressure. And Yannick Ngakoue ended up getting the Superstar Dev as well. Proctor is now went from like 5th corner to 2nd corner pretty quick here. Gallup is an 85, Barrios is 77. But now to do our draft recap here. Let's see what's up. So we drafted DJ Uiagalelei. Because, you know, I mean, year 5. This was like a 15-year one, which I do plan on, like a 15 or 20-year one. I do plan on doing one of those later down the line. But DJ Uiagalelei from Clemson, 78 overall hidden, which I'm just going to tell you his dev trait, because it's the 5th year of our rebuild here. X Factor. Let's go. So that's a good option for this, because this is a 2023 class that I downloaded too. Reggie Grimes, 72 normal. David Gamenda, 65 normal. Some tight end depth there. Those are going to be normals. But, you know, after falling short to the Panthers in the Super Bowl, let's get back. Alright. So, year number 5 is upon us. Why did I back out of that screen when I'm going back in there anyway? Anyways. So we have it. 87 offense, 85 defense. This is what the squad looking like for our final year. As we covered in the draft recap, that's an X factor, so that's going to make things interesting. So if Sam Darnold shits the bed halfway through the season, I will make the switch to Uiagalelei. But here's our defense looking like. As we covered, Jamal Adams is an X factor now. Daxton's at an 82. Proctor's at a 76. Quinnen, obviously, Yannick Ngakoue got his superstar dev. So, all or nothing. Back to the Super Bowl is our goal. Alright, so here we're after 8 games, and we're 3-5. Okay. Let's see how Darnold's doing. Seemingly not doing well. Let's see the development of Uiagalelei. It's an 80-86. I think I'm gonna make the switch to Uiagalelei for the second half of the season and see what happens. If we're being completely honest. We have contracts to do. CJ Mosley's down to an 89 overall. But I'll rock him because he's been fantastic for us. 3 years in a row of being an absolute boss. Jennings is in. Nevon Donaldson needs that re-sign. He wants more money. Kramer's signed up. I'm gonna keep hang on to Daryl. I'm gonna hang on to him. Oh, he signed Greg the Leg. But we'll have to come back to the table on Nevon Donaldson. And Leonard Williams will throw a deal as well. He just wants a 1 year, wants more salary. Okay. So we're going to have to come back for Mosley, Ngakoue, Williams, and Donaldson. And let's see how DJ Uiagalelei does for the Jets the rest of the way through. So Uiagalelei ended up having the same record as Darnold, 3-5. Thusly finished the year on 6-10. The Pats won 11-5, winning the div. Now let's compare Darnold and similar stats too. Galele had more yards than Darnold did, but in one less completion and less attempts to get there. 14 and 6 and 3, so that will paint an interesting situation. But Le'Veon doing Le'Veon Bell things. Crowder had 11 scores, almost 1,000. Oh, let's see. Defensively, C.J. Mosley once again led the team in tackles. Our 2 rookies from last year. After that, look at that. Jordan Jenkins had the most TFLs. Sacks went to Anthony Jennings. Takk McKinley had 9.5. Yannick Ngakoue had 6.5. Daxton Hill led in picks. Picks were down, but no defensive touchdowns. None in the kick return. And none punt return. That's an unfortunate end to what we had as a promising rebuild for the Jets. But at the end of the day, Sam Darnold. I probably should have stayed with Sam Darnold. Put that nice and red. What is his fearless? And he has lofting Deadeye, long range Deadeye, and Homer. That's not bad for you, Uiagalelei. And last check. We'll see if there's any depth trait increases once we get to Super Bowl week. And here we are with the Pro Bowlers. Le'Veon Bell once again making it. Okay. So far, none of our O-line. Leonard Williams made the Pro Bowl. Anthony Jennings. The 4-year run of C.J. Mosley in the Pro Bowl has ended. Daxton Hill made it. And that was all of that. Now we're going to yeet over to Super Bowl week because I want to see if we had any depth trade increases. Because I kind of want to know. Oh, we didn't go over the yearly awards, though, either, now that I think about it. Patrick Mahomes won MVP. You're not going to see a Jet there. Pat Shurmur with the Saints won Coach of the Year. Let's see. Adam Gase not on the list here. Mahomes Offensive Player of the Year. Le'Veon at number 9. Raekwon McMillan with the Raiders winning Defensive Player of the Year. C.J. Mosley at 7 on that list. And Anthony Jennings at 10. DJ Uiagalelei won Rookie of the Year. Defensive... Oh, do we have another one on here? No. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Nobody. Mahomes. Did Darnold or... No. They weren't going to do that. Le'Veon. Laviska Shenault. Or Jamison Crowder was on the list. No Jets here. Takk McKinley made the list, but didn't win. Anthony Jennings at number 2. C.J. Mosley at 8. Marlon Humphrey. Jason Sanders. Okay. Now let's see if we had any depth trait increases before we call this a wrap. He's got 2 upgrade points. Doesn't look like there's any on our offensive starters. And none for our defensive starters. I figured Daxton or Proctor would have gotten a boost, but didn't work out that way. Our last set of upgrades in here for DJ Uiagalelei. the Vikings, ironically, were in the Super Bowl against the Texans. Interesting. So, with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. This has been James Ariel, and I will see you soon. Good day, goodbye, and